I'm going to help you transform your bow technique in no time. Little caveat though, you will have to actually put in some effort. It's not like a overnight fix. This is something that you'll definitely have to practice over and over again. But by watching this video, I'm going to lay down some steps on how you can achieve good bow hold and good bow technique. There are common bow techniques that every violinist uses. And we're going to start off with the first one, which is the simplest one, is legato. Legato means to elongate, right? So we're going to be doing long bows. Very simple, right? But you're probably at the point now, if you're a beginner, for instance, you're probably doing a lot of this, where you're using a lot of your arm to pull the bow down and push the arm to go up. Here's a catch though, here's a problem. When you're doing a down bow, you can see how my bow is really quite crooked here. And you won't get a really solid sound by doing bows this way. So here's what I recommend. This is to help you get to the next level in your legato. So you see this here, this is my bow hold. My bow hold, my fingers are nice and curved, especially the pinky. The pinky is gonna be the main event here. So if I'm doing a down bow, yes, I need to have a nice curved hand, but look closely what I'm gonna be doing with my right hand. This is how I get the legato really smooth. If you're right-handed and you use a writing utensil, then you are actually practicing those joints. But even then, you still have to work on it because it's a very specific motion. You know, we're not used to, as human beings, moving fingers to the side this way. Very unlikely that we do that. So to get your legato to the next level is to use a motion by letting the pinky and all the other fingers really relax. Why am I starting out with legato? Why am I not starting out with collet? Collet in French means glue. And pretty much if you use collet, great. Collet is the kind of the foundation of all bowing techniques. So collet is when you do you're sticking your bow to the string. If you're a beginner, you really don't know how to utilize that collet motion yet. This is more of an upper intermediate to lower advanced type technique. So for now, you're going to be doing legato, but your job and practice is to actually relax those joints. When you're doing a down bow and up bow, it's going to really, really help you. Once you figure that out, then you are able to have access to different bow techniques. For example, you have staccato. So instead of legato, which is to elongate the note to make the note smooth, staccato is literally having space in between notes. Not aggressive notes, but space in between notes. What this looks like is you may be experiencing more like, and you may notice that my up bow is not clear because my bow is not perpendicular to the string. You hear that little click, I'm over exaggerating to make a point. But going back to the whole bowing technique on the right hand, making sure that your fingers are relaxed will ensure that you have a clear beginning and a clear end to the note. So if I'm doing a down bow, you can see this from this angle. I'm actually not moving my forearm all too much. I'm moving maybe my elbow just a little bit, but we definitely don't want to go this way, right? That's gonna really affect your sound. So you want nice, clear stopping in the beginnings of notes and the ends of notes. Those are the first two common bowing techniques that most violinists use. Then we go over to spiccato. Spiccato is the opposite of staccato in the sense that staccato is on the string, spiccato is controlled off the string. Now I'm using more of a U-shaped motion, a banana motion, banana bows I like to call them. And I use it at the balance point of the bow, which is in the lower half. Not only am I using my forearm this time, but I'm still utilizing the bending of my fingers and extension of my fingers. So it's still very much this type of motion, right? A lot of students who come to me, they think that by moving the fingers out this way, that's the solution. But no, you want to go down and up. I'm going to bring my forearm a little higher. You're actually not achieving anything by doing it this way. So spiccato, I'm still using my fingers to get that bounce. And that is how you're going to master these techniques. Even the simplest ones is by doing this, you're going to create more consistency in your sound and in your bow stroke, especially on the up bows. When the down bows are easy because you're going with the gravity. Going up bows, however, is a little different because you're trying to go against gravity and you're trying to also retract the pinky this way, and that's hard. So it's not just the pinky but also the thumb. You see how my thumb is nice and bent here. Let's actually maybe go this way. Yeah, this thumb right here is bent. We don't want the thumb to be this way. I've talked about thumbs being this way on my channel. This is the worst thing you can do for violin playing, in my opinion, because you're hyperextending the palm here, and it's going to stretch. The tension is going to go into your forearm and into your shoulder. That's no bueno. You don't want to do that. It's very, very bad for your violin playing, and also it's going to provide a lot of discomfort for you down the road. All of this to say, you need to have a good violin bow hold to do many of these techniques that I explained to you today. In order to do that, I want to share with you my violin bow hold course. I go in depth, lesson by lesson, on how to achieve a relaxed and consistent and confident bow hold for your playing. Now, I do want to offer you 15% off because if you're a violin learner who is struggling, I want that barrier to be taken out of the way for you to have access to this. So use my promo code ViolinStart. I'm going to use the link in the description below. So this could be a tool at home in the comfort of your home, and it'll be a great way to master simple, basic bowing techniques. If you also want to take a look at some other videos on the channel, I have videos right over here and right over here for you to take a look at.